Okay, y'all, we're about to get real over here on the Compound Zoo. This is currently the state of my pantry. And with Ostara and spring cleaning coming up, I figured why not start a new series here on our channel where we are going through and completely renovating the zoo, everything from the inside to the outside. And yeah, this is currently the state of my pantry. I am sorry. It is gross. Hopefully by the end of this video, you guys will have some of your own organizational ideas. All right, so first things first, as with every good organizational thing, you have to clean out the area. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I am removing everything from this pantry. Our pantry is actually relatively small. As you guys can see, it's honestly just the size of a coat closet. The shelving units were built into our coat closet when we moved in. And if I could go and redo this, I probably would. The shelves are all random sizes, and it kind of makes storing items a little difficult, especially on the sides. I will say I do love this on the door organizer thing. It is a lifesaver, but it looks really cheap, so we're going to remove it. Sort of, somehow. There we go. And I am just giving it a couple of coats of this Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover Paint and Primer Metallic Rubbed Oil Bronze. It just goes with all of the fixtures in my house. So I kind of just spray painting it and giving it an update, and it just takes it from this cheap, like plastic coated wire rack to something that looks a little more sophisticated. And while that dries, it's time to finish cleaning out all the rest of the food and other random bits of storage things that somehow ended up in this pantry. There was absolutely no organization, rhyme, or reason in this closet except for on the sides where we had the condiments on one side and my baking supplies on the other. So hopefully by the end of this video, I will have everything sorted and figured out exactly where I need it. Like, I am finding things up here that I didn't even know I had, like that bag of trail mix. I don't eat trail mix. I don't know where it came from. All these things our old roommate put up here. Oh, look, contact paper. This will definitely come in handy later on. I didn't even know it was up there. So, great find. I don't have to spend anything to contact paper my closet. And there we go. Everything is all emptied out. Yeah, that giant brown stain is when someone dropped cocoa powder a while ago. All the dog hair. And I actually sweep our hallway and that closet every other day. We just have long-haired dogs that shed a lot. So we're gonna clean up this nasty mess and get everything all wiped out and good to go so that we can start the process of putting everything back. The cleaning solution that I'm using is actually a homemade cleaning solution blend. It's just 2 tablespoons of Castile soap in some water with some lavender and sage essential oils. Oh, we got a spot on the camera. Let's clean this off real quick. And voila! Ta-da! Suddenly the pantry is clean. God, if only it worked that way in real life. There was a stain on the bottom that wouldn't come up no matter how hard I actually scratched at it. And then I added contact paper, and guys, this just brightened up the space so well. It made, again, things look not so cheap, and it was free because that contact paper was hidden at the top of the shelves. I'm not entirely sure if the contact paper was here when we moved in or if my roommate had it there and she left it up there. But yeah, so this contact paper really sucked in terms of sticking. I had to use glue underneath, and then I ran out. So the top 2 shelves that are not eye level, I only did the front of the shelves, whereas the other ones are completely covered to prevent spills. And the fun part, I did not organize any of this when I was putting everything on the table. So now I need to go through and put everything into piles and reorganize everything and figure out what all I'm keeping, what all I'm not keeping, and what all needs to go in different buckets. This was the longest part, and I did not like it at all. Ta-da! All organized now. Guys, I really should have cleaned my pantry out sooner. Like, there was this giant box, this giant can of peaches. There were about 5 different versions of barbecue sauce. And apparently a bunch of cup of noodles.
So I know I spent most of this video in a voiceover. We're gonna do this. Now that it's actually quiet in my house, I now need to go through and take things out of boxes and put them in different containers. So I think while I do that boring part, I'm gonna turn the camera off and then possibly show you guys what it looks like maybe in the process, but definitely show you what it looks like after the process, because I need to see what all containers I need. I got a bunch of containers from Dollar Tree the other day. So I found these really cool, they're just called organizers. It doesn't say anything, but they're like just clear plastic bins that I got from Dollar Tree. I've never seen these at my Dollar Tree, but I've always heard from other people that they found a bunch of like the clear acrylic stuff from Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree sucks. So I have those. I still have a bunch of these that I need to empty out some of the bags of flour off of my table and put in here, and then put the rest into bulk storage. I have 2 of these tall containers. It's pasta. The other one's nothing. I don't know if I want to put them back on my counter or maybe leave one on my counter and one in my cupboard. I don't know, because I still have a bunch of like other containers on my counter. But I kind of also want to clean my counter off. Decisions. So we will see. I'm probably making a run to Dollar Tree and Walmart later to pick up some more storage bins, but for now, I'm going to see what I need to do in that closet.
So the easiest thing for me is that I have taken everything out of the big bulky packages and have stored them in sleeker containers. And it just makes organizing things so much quicker and more streamlined, because then you can pile things in like-sized containers, which help obviously with an overall aesthetic. And for me, if things aren't pleasing to the eye, I don't want to look at it, and I'm probably not going to eat it. So it just ends up sitting in our closet, and then I forget I have it, and then it goes stale or out of the expiration date, and it's just a wreck. So before I stuff everything back in the closet, I'm going to go ahead and fill up all of my baking containers with my overstock, so that way I am not running back and forth from the overstock closet into the little closet when I'm trying to bake. And in doing so, I found out I had 3 bags of all-purpose flour already open, 2 bags of almond flour open, and y'all, this is why you're supposed to keep things organized. Time to put everything back. I'm sort of keeping my baking situation the same with keeping it on the right-hand side, just because I'm a creature of habit, and I'm going to end up keeping the condiments on the left-hand side, but they're getting a facelift.
Hey guys, so at this point it's been a few days between medical episodes and then having to wait for stuff from Amazon because I couldn't find anything that I wanted from Dollar Tree. So the organization stuff that is now in the pantry is from Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Amazon, and I will link everything down below that I can. Oh my god. Okay, so the stuff from Amazon came in. Now I need to reorganize all that. And then on top of all of that, like, we've obviously had like normal day-to-day stuff happen. So my table that was all organized and clean is now not. So we're gonna deal with that mess. I'm going to get all that stuff organized. I also ended up adding some more food to the pantry. Not a lot, just enough to fill in the gaps, so that I can spatially see what everything is going to end up looking like when, I guess, like in between foods. Like, you guys know what the hell I'm saying. I don't. It is early. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and organize the rest of my baking supplies, get that wire rack thing back on the door, and then guess what? I am done, and I will show you the final reveal.
So as you guys saw when I was pulling everything out, I have a lot of sprinkles. So I got these glass spice jars off of Amazon. It came 30 in a box. And as I was pulling them all out, I saw that they had these labels for spices. So that just leaves a whole bunch of extra ideas to do when I go to reorganize my spice jar. So my sprinkles were kept in Ziploc bags because I kept them in the original bags. Original bags didn't seal. So now they're going in beautiful glass jars. Look at my watchful dogs. The gatekeepers of the gatekeepers of our staircase, who also knocked into the camera. Time to put our newly repainted wire rack back on our door and load it up. Guys, I love the way this looks. It doesn't look cheap anymore, and I am all about refurbishing on a dime. Guys, look how pretty my sprinkles look on this door now. Everything is so organized. And there's my cat being a creeper. And now the big reveal. Oh my gosh, guys, this was totally worth the week that it took me to do. Everything has its place. It looks so great. I can see all my spices, all of my baking equipment. Everything is in a place where it needs to be. Everything just, it's so beautiful. I know this is a really weird thing to say, but it is so beautiful and everything is so organized, and I am so thrilled with the way this turned out. I will never have 50 million things of barbecue sauce again.
So that's gonna do it, guys, for this part of my spring cleaning of the zoo. This took way longer than I thought it would, mainly because it kept raining when I was trying to spray paint, so I had to wait for it to dry, and it was just a mess. And then I had to order a couple times off Amazon to get the containers because our Dollar Tree sucks and we don't really have much in the way of Dollar Tree items. So yeah, but I liked how everything is cohesive. It's clear. I can see when I'm running out of stuff. And then we also have a giant bin of snacks that are now going downstairs for our downstairs pantry, which will be like our overflow, and when we go to Costco and stock up and stuff like that. So all the stuff that you saw in there, not all of it went to waste. I threw out anything that was expired, anything that we didn't eat or no longer fit our dietary needs. I gave away to some local families that needed some food. And yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. I thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this video. I know a lot of it was a voiceover. There was just so much going on in my house. But yeah, so I'm going to be spring and deep cleaning my entire house, and I'm going to make a giant series out of it. So if you like those types of videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, and the notification bell goes ding in your inbox every time we post. And follow me on Instagram at TheCompoundZoo, and you will see all our adventures throughout the zoo. See you guys next time. Bye.